What's up, guys? Polypopboy here. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. I really didn't even want to make a video about this, but I'm gonna, because I was kind of curious and I haven't used my MPCX in a long time. I usually use it to sequence out these modules here. That'll be track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, track 5, track 6 with CV and MIDI. But I saw the new update and I kind of wanted to see how it worked with this. And I did go ahead and install it, and it wasn't very painful or anything like that. But I do want to tell you that first off, I'm not sponsored by Akai. Me and Akai are not like that. I am not in the group. They don't send me anything like this, and they don't pay me to say anything. So this is an honest review on the new update. Now, if you're familiar with the Akai Force, this looks pretty similar. Especially if you go into the easiest way to go about doing all this is whenever you go into your channel mixer. You know you only got one track right here. If you know you got 3 tracks that you need, I need 3 audio tracks. And this is just an easy way to set up. Plug in, cool, and a MIDI channel. So now you can just go through here, and whenever you go to your main, all your tracks are already set up for you. So it's just an easy way to go about doing that. But as far as the user interface and everything, when you're loading up sounds, like let's load up this whole kit. It seems to take just a little bit longer. Okay, I'm not hating on it or anything like that. I love my MPCX. It doesn't take too much longer, but it does carry a load on the MPC itself. We are using quite a bit of CPU already, but it's still not bad. I bet the newer MPC, the SE, I bet it handles it. I do have an MPC keys, but I let my daughter have it. She's in love with it. I showed her how to make some songs on there, and she took it away from me in her room now, so she's using that. One thing I wanted to get at, though, is yeah, the updates here and everything's cool. And now, there are some things on here you'll see on other videos about like muting out tracks. I had a hard time muting out these different tracks, like whenever you mute and yeah, y'all know what that means. Shit, man. You're gonna call me asking for a job while you're brushing your teeth. Like, damn. That's why I try not to try not to mix work up with it. You can tell I haven't used this bad boy in a minute. It's a little dusty. I have to treat her a little better. Anyway, check this out. I go to sequence, right? And then I go over to a copy sequence. Copy sequence to 2. Bet that? Do it. So now I got sequence 1, sequence 2, and they should be different, right? Independent from each other. This is how it used to work. I don't know if I have to rename the sequence. I'm just flying through this real quick, but I used to be able to do it this way. Whenever you go to your track mutes, sequence 1, I don't want all my drums coming out. You know, and then sequence 2, it should be blank again with no mutes, but it keeps the mutes. So it used to be for audio tracks, you had to clear regions, but now I don't know, it's weird right now. But I like the way it looks on here. It doesn't really change anything. It isn't going to mess up anything. There's a lot of new little buttons and stuff that take you to different places, which is dope. And the user interface looks a lot nicer. But what I wanted to get at, guys, was this company is owned by InMusic, right? And InMusic also owns Denon DJ. So this could be hope for us because I have a Denon DJ. I'm going to show you something here in just a second, but look how laggy this is. I mean, it's dope. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's dope. And you got your effects and everything. Where's the effects? So Denon DJ people, you might be getting this too eventually. These different presets: beat repeat, high pass, low pass, band pass, high pass. A lot of these flangers, delays, and tape stop and granulator. Granulator's dope. I have a granulator on here. I have this one and this one. They're both granulators. and that's for like micro chopping. Super, super dope. But what I wanted to get at was this freaking, I can get it in a freaking picture here. Is this Denon DJ? I mean, it looks familiar, right? The screen is the same as the MPCX. It's got the little swivel in the back. Matter of fact, the screen is exactly the same on there. It's touch sensitive, but it's a little smoother, and I think they have a different engine in here. And the reason I want to compare these two is because it's like an MPC, dog, with turntables. It's got your mixer in here. It's got your 8 pads. And I'm not saying go out and get this, because this is just something that I'm comparing. I'm just saying this is owned by the same company. And what's super dope, like, you know, the MPC has stems. The MPC has stems and all that stuff. And it's just a familiar user interface. Look at this one. Watch how buttery this is. It's just a faster processor. So I'm just saying, if they were to put the guts of this inside of there, or are they just focusing on this? I mean, either way is dope, because I have all of my MPC expansions on here. I don't know if I'm in the way right now or not, but I have all my, look, MPC expansions, Two-Step Garage, Arab Music, Boom Bap, Broken Hearts. I go into here. On my previews, and I just click on one that I want. Sheesh. Load that bitch up. And then I can make my chops right here. Or I can loop it. How many bars I want to loop it by. Or I can manual loop it. Now it takes time and practice and all that, but that's not my point. My point is that they're making the same thing, and you can play this song while you're loading up another one. It's dope. It's super fast, and I believe this is where Akai's, well, in music's focusing more. You know what I'm saying? And what's dope about this is that if you wanted to, let's go over here, like, let's back out of here real quick. And then I'll go back on the MPC. And this wasn't all about just the MPC. This is about the company in general and what they might be end up doing. So we got these converter drums, right? Let's get in here, get some converter drums. Let's take this bongo. If I wanted to take this bongo and put it on pad 4, let's put it on pad 1. All right, so now I can hit roll. Let's go back to view. If I go to roll, now I got my freaking drums. Super dope. And you got 8 pads. Like, you know, I mean, you got 16 pads just like on an MPC. You just don't have banks. So there's a lot of stuff that they're going to be coming out with. I'm excited about it. But honestly, I just wanted to make a video about the MPC 3.0 software and where I think that they're headed. I was right about the MPC keys. God damn. I was kind of right about the MPC keys, and then, like I said, this one right here, I bet you with the SE that it probably screams this pretty nice. I don't know if the extra 2 gigs helps or not, but it's super dope. One thing I am going to say is a lot of people aren't putting this on their MPC, and I thought that I would. What is this? There's so much cool shit here. They're really, really, like, they're trying, you know what I'm saying? One thing that I did want to say was when you're doing your program edit, where's it at? That's why I love this. They have the stems, right? Well, Denon DJ is getting ready to fucking hate me right now because they look how similar this is. Damn it! I'm not hooked up to a computer. My computer's way back there. And you see right there, stems. See? They both got stems. They both got. I honestly think the MPC's got better stems than the Denon DJ right now, because they only have the microphone and the keyboard up there. At least on the MPC. At least on the MPC, you got these 4. So anybody says I got that hooked up to a computer, you can kiss my ass. I don't have it hooked up to a computer, nor do I care to have it hooked up to a computer. I'm just trying to state that these two jive, and they are very, very similar, and I think that this is where they're focusing on, and it's super dope, honestly. You can do more on here, I believe, but if they were to put the power of that into one of these next MPCs, all it needs to have is that. This is so dope, because the way that they train you on here, it's just super dope. You're on track 1. Like when you go to a new project, if you do it track by track, when we started, we went to the channel mixer and we added all this shit. Now you can go in and out and do your outs, which is super dope. But the way they have it set up in the beginning, they almost make it to where they want to show you about that. So I think it's cool that they're at least trying to educate people on this stuff. I find it very, very, very educational. But what I wanted to say about the Q-links was that they jive. They all light up so far. I haven't had any problems. You go to pad mixer, everything jives pretty good. Everything's chilling. There's some. No, everything's good. Everything is cool on the Q-links. I'm just letting you know. If you guys want to play with it, it's pretty legit, honestly. I like it. If I made a beat with it, no, I don't need to make a beat on here. I use other things to make the beats. I'm just saying that for the update itself, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's stable, but it's super dope. Looks nicer than what it was, but as far as like when it comes to the Denon DJ, you got 4 tracks, you got 8-1. I mean, you got a lot of stuff over there, and it is powerful as all get out. So check this on track 1 before we go. If you don't start out in your channel mixer, I'm going to turn this bitch on, go to my channel mixer, tell it what I want. I know I got these ideas. Bam, and I'm done. The way they got it set up is you go to trap, kit, whatever, and then you go to your next track, and it's like, what the fuck? But what is dope is it's telling you where to put your different, it's showing you stuff, and it's super dope. Like, you need to learn submix, you know what I'm saying? It's good stuff to have this there. Me personally, I use a channel mixer. I want to see if the explode track works real quick, and then I'm going to cut this. I like that tail end thing. Let's go into here. Let's just do this. See if this works. Did it? Okay, usually it went to another sequence. Let's see if I hit play, something happens. I'm going to load this sequence. The current sequence, yes. Okay, now we're on sequence 2. That'll work. I'm going to hit track explode. Because right now if we go to grid, or arrange mode, that's our groove right now. I want those on separate tracks, so check it. Pencil, explode. Now we'll go back to arranger. Aha. It doesn't play the sequence, guys. Alright, we're gonna make one real quick. It didn't do that either, so can't just load up sequences anymore. Alright, let's see if it explodes that. Damn you. Sure did. Alright, cool, yeah, I like that. The grid view, I'm not going to really use this. But until they fix that mute thing, like I'm not going to copy anything here or do anything on this screen. I just want to be able to copy the sequence and mute out different tracks now. So copy sequence, track 1 to track 2, sequence 2, acoustic effect kit, blah, blah, blah. I should be able to go into these track mutes and mute out. Nope. It keeps the changes on both. Kind of having the same problem on the ASR right now. I bet I just got to name them different. They just want you to work properly. This is dope too. A lot of people don't know that if you have a plugin on your mixer, let's say you got a plugin or whatnot, if you hold down shift, it usually gives you drum split. It's so weird. Like if you go to channel mixer, you can keep scrolling over. There's more shit. People aren't showing you a lot of stuff. You got to get in here and mess with it. Cool. Kind of really all I wanted to get at, guys. Right on. I'm Polypopo. Hopefully my head wasn't in the way the whole time. But a few more things that I wanted to kind of go over here. They did go and put in a tuner, which is super dope. That's old. But, yeah, I guess that's it for right now. We got a lot of cool little things in here. Pretty dope. Using a lot of computer, though, and I haven't even done anything. Oh, yeah, I bet I could kill this thing. Alright, I'm out.